Sophomore running back TraShaun Ward is listed at 5'9", 175 pounds. That may be a little bit generous, but Ward has helped open up the offense for the Eagles, giving them options in the slot that has allowed Mike Turner to add a 5 wide receiver set to his play calling.
It's just something different. Like we can really open up the playbook and do other things other than just running the veer. We can run toss sweeps and reverse and the bubble screens and a lot of other different things to open up the playbook.
Ward leads the South Atlantic Conference in kick return yardage, averaging a little more than 28 yards per return this season, including an 81-yarder against Catawba. Return game coordinator Dino Waits has seen the maturation of Ward from his freshman season.
The good thing about this year is you get to see his growth, and that's what you always see with any player. And so for him, though, it's great because he's such a dynamic player. I mean, he's quick, fast. He plays running back for us, also plays slot for us. So it's good to have an athlete like that back there that can return it. And he can also catch punt returns, too. And so it's good to have a dynamic back there like that. I mean, and not only that, you look at him, he's a little undersized. You look at him, most people say he's undersized, but he runs hard, too. Like, he's not afraid to stick it in there. So he's going to see a seam, he's going to go hit it. And so that's one thing they struggled with last year that he's doing a whole lot better with. He sees a seam, he's going to take it. So,
preseason All-American running back and fellow Miami native Brandon Baker considers himself Ward's big brother.
I've always liked to take a big brother role with anybody from Miami because it's hard being up here a long way from home. And TraShaun, he's a good guy, and he loves to work hard. And anybody who loves to work hard, I like for them to push them, and I like for them to push me as well.
Ward has already surpassed his season totals in rushing and receiving yards from 2012. He spent a lot of time in the film room studying his first campaign in Mossy Creek. It's one of the many habits that Baker has instilled upon him.
He's not someone that's going to just tell me when I'm doing everything right. Like what he does big is he helps me with everything that I'm doing wrong, and he also encourages me with the things that I'm doing right, and he knows what I can contribute to the team. So he also so he just continues to encourage me and gives me the confidence to make the big plays that I've made.
While some people may look at Ward and think that he is not big enough to take the consistent beating of a football player, Waits sees his stature as an advantage.
He knows that most people are looking at him as he's a little undersized, and so I think that motivates him, probably the way he runs, probably more than regular. And then it's tough to get hands on a guy like that. He's not a big body that you can really wrap up right now. And so he's going to break the first tackle if you do grab him almost every time. And more likely, if you try to grab him, he's probably going to make you miss just with raw speed. So that's the good thing about having him there. But I say more than anything, his motivation is probably that, being the smaller guy most of the time, most of his life. His motivation is to make it, hey, I'm small on the outside but big on the inside, and that's what he does.
Other schools wanted Ward to play defensive back or strictly be a return specialist. The Miami native is grateful for the opportunity Carson-Newman gave him. Baker believes that Ward has an extremely bright future with the Eagles, a future that could see his name etched in the record books. For the Ken Sparks Show, I'm Michael Wattrang.